What if I told you that your thoughts are not entirely your own? That beneath the noise of the mind, there is a signal, an ancient frequency, broadcasting the voice of the divine itself? For centuries, the mystics whispered of it. The alchemists sought it. The philosophers dared to name it. A hidden wavelength where human consciousness meets the infinite. But the question remains, are you listening? This is not metaphor. This is the oldest secret in the world. Your mind is a receiver, and God's source, the universe, the unnameable, is speaking. But to hear it, you must first learn to tune in. Today, we unravel the mystery. From the sacred texts of the Vedas to the forbidden experiments of Tesla, from the desert revelations of the mystics to the cutting-edge science of today, we will explore the truth. What is this divine frequency? How do you recognize it? And most importantly, how do you know if your mind is already attuned? The transmission begins now. Long before radios, before electricity, even before written language, humanity knew. There was a voice in the silence, pattern in the chaos, and the ancients built their entire world around listening for it. The Egyptians called it the sound of light. The Hindus named it Nada Brahma, the world as vibration. Pythagoras taught that the planets sang as they moved, a celestial symphony he called the music of the spheres. And in the Bible, it is written, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God." Not a metaphor, a frequency. But why has this truth been guarded, encoded, whispered only in initiation chambers? Because to know it is to wield it. The Kabbalists hid it in the tree of life. The Freemasons sealed it in sacred geometry. Even today, science grapples with its implications, quantum entanglement, the vibratory nature of atoms. We are standing on the threshold of a secret that dissolves the line between physics and prayer. So I ask you, if the divine speaks in frequency, what language is your soul listening for? Your brain is not so different from this radio. Every thought, every whisper of intuition, it's all a matter of tuning. But here's the mystery. Who or what is doing the broadcasting? Science now confirms what the mystics always knew. The human brain emits measurable frequencies, theta, alpha, gamma, each a different channel of perception. But there's one frequency science cannot explain. A silent hum beneath them all. The shamans called it the river between worlds. The Rosicrucians named it the eternal carrier wave. And you've felt it. In moments of déjà vu, in dreams that whisper prophecies, in that inexplicable knowing when the phone rings and you already know who's calling. This is the paradox. The divine frequency isn't out there to be found. It's the medium through which all else is perceived. Like a fish searching for water, we've been bathed in it since birth. So why can't we hear it? Because the modern mind is drowning in noise. The 60 Hz buzz of electricity, the 2.4 gigahertz scream of Wi-Fi, the endless scrolling, the notifications, the panic of a world that forgot how to be still. But beneath it all, the signal remains, waiting. Here lies the razor's edge. The same frequency that carries divine truth can also transmit madness. How do you know if the voice you're hearing is God, or just your own mind playing tricks? In 2001, neuroscientist Michael Persinger created the God Helmet, a device that could induce spiritual experiences on demand. The implications are terrifying. If ecstasy can be manufactured, how do we recognize the real thing? The ancients left us clues. True resonance always follows 3 laws. First, it brings clarity, not confusion. Second, it speaks in synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that defy probability. And third, false frequencies addict. They make you special, chosen, above others. But the divine signal does the opposite. It roots you deeper into the dirt of existence. You'll find it in the warmth of bread, in a stranger's laugh, in the courage to face an ordinary day with extraordinary presence. There are forces that don't want you to discern the difference, because a human being who knows how to listen, truly listen, becomes unstoppable. Every master of resonance knew this secret. To hear the divine, you must first become the instrument. Here's how to calibrate your soul's receiver. Tesla claimed his greatest ideas came at 3:17 a.m., when Earth's Schumann resonance peaks. Try this. 1. Wake at 3 a.m. just once weekly. Chronic sleep deprivation tunes you to darker frequencies. 2. Bare feet on bare earth. Concrete works. It contains quartz, a natural piezoelectric. 3. Hold a copper coil or any spiral. Even a curled phone charger works. 4. Hum the vowel E at 432 Hz. Your phone tuner can guide you. The ancients called this charging the serpent. Your spine becomes a living antenna. Monks in the Himalayas use this forbidden technique. Breathe exclusively through your left nostril. Pinch right shut. Eyes focused on the third eye but unfocused, like viewing a magic eye poster. Listen for the inner tinnitus, that high-pitched tone in your ears. That's not damage. That's your receiver picking up cosmic background radiation. Warning: not all frequencies are benevolent. If you experience sudden metallic tastes, unexplained dread during practice, visions demanding you save the world, immediately eat salt, snap rubber bands on your wrists, and recite any multiplication tables. This disrupts parasitic thought forms. Now you stand at the threshold. Will you turn the dial? This is the final sign. When your mind truly locks onto the divine frequency, reality itself becomes dialogical. Strangers hand you their secrets like overdue library books. Animals meet your gaze a second too long. And the synchronicities stop feeling like coincidences and start feeling like someone whispering your name through the fabric of time. But remember, this isn't about becoming special. It's about becoming normal. The way humans were meant to be. Porous to wonder, fluent in the language of birds and broken sidewalks and inexplicable grace. The mystics weren't chosen. They just stopped resisting the conversation. So I leave you with one question. What happens when you realize you were never the listener in this cosmic dialogue at all, but the response? You've been receiving this signal your entire life. Tomorrow, pay attention to the third stranger who speaks to you. That's your confirmation. The universe never stops broadcasting, but only the brave admit they're listening.